Hey Internet, welcome back. moralgamer here. I'm settling down here with.
moralgamer S.
Apparently, she's been promoted from moralgamerette to moralgamer-S now.
Yes,
Like a
it's
baroness?
much more dignified.
Gotcha. All right, so we're taking a look at
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2.
for Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 2.
And PSP does not count.
Yeah, I ain't counting the PSP one because that was a little awkward. So, right game for you? Piece of trash? Worth your time? Let's find out. So, what did you think?
I liked it.
So, tell me about your experience with it.
It's easy for a lay player to pick up and play.
It was fairly easy. I think it was easier because of the format, because the format's a pretty simple format. It uses kind of the Gauntlet dungeon crawler format.
I like dungeon crawlers. Mostly because I can play them usually without dying too horribly often.
Unless it's Gauntlet.
Yeah, but then it doesn't matter as much.
But yeah, so it uses the dungeon crawler format, a la like Gauntlet and stuff. Even uses a good level up here, where you can level up your characters as well.
That's probably why I like playing, because we played through with all the characters leveled up.
This recording is actually from our second playthrough, and this time we chose the Captain America side, which we'll touch on in a moment here. But yeah, with characters leveling up, you get to change your experience to some degree. The level trees for them are pretty straightforward. You're pretty much going to level your characters the same way every time without fail. So they give you the illusion of control, but
they're not really, because there's always going to be the core basic moves that you need to level up in order to get through to the game. Then you can go on from there, but you've already got your core basic moves, so every character is going to be the same.
well, kind of like your lunge attack with Wolverine.
Exactly. And my healing factor, because I don't survive well.
So hands down, Wolverine was your favorite character?
Always, for every single one.
Mr. 180?
Yes.
Yeah, I tend to prefer Magneto, probably because I paid for him a few years back, and you can't find the DLC characters anymore. They pulled them from the PS3, PSN. They yanked them, so you can't get those characters anymore, which really sucks.
And Magneto's pretty buff.
Oh, he's a little overpowered.
Yeah, but it's convenient.
As opposed to someone like Daredevil, who's very technical, and Daredevil actually sucked in this game. I like the Netflix series.
I like the hack and slash characters where the brawler characters where I can just run through and hack through everything and survive it.
Oh, like Juggernaut?
I'm not very good with Juggernaut. I think Wolverine's better, but that's probably because Juggernaut doesn't have the healing factor. I can run and hide in a corner if I get too low on health.
Yeah, but Juggernaut was a freaking tank. He could just bowl through everything. That's what I liked about him.
I know, but I had a hard time controlling him. His control was needed a little bit more finesse, and I'm not good with the finesse.
So yeah, definitely a mix of characters. Definitely a mix. Depending on how you play would determine which characters you find useful. A good variety, though, because you got the Fantastic Four, you got the X-Men, characters from the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, and if you have certain combination of characters, you get bonuses. Like, all girls get a bonus, all X-Men get a bonus, all evil characters get a bonus, something like that.
The Brotherhood it was.
Okay.
So if you have Magneto, Colossus, I think it was Magneto, Colossus, Juggernaut, and I forget who the other one. There was one other character, but they are the Brotherhood. I think it might have been Gambit.
But there's Venom, and there's one with characters like Venom, and what else is there that's like Venom?
Oh, there was the Bruisers, which was Thor, Venom, Hulk, Juggernaut, Thing.
They were bad characters. Anyways, I'm getting off track.
Any rate, though, yeah, so lots of different combinations depending on how you want to do it. So, yeah, mix and match your play and go for it. So, story. What was the story in this one?
There's the prevailing overall story of bad guys creating a new invention that will wreak mayhem and chaos, and then there's the other prevailing story that is, the government passes a law that all mutants, superheroes, whatever, need to be registered, and so they work on getting their half the group sides with the government saying yes, we'll register, and the other half of the group becomes rebels, and they sort of try and kill each other off, more or less, which I'm pretty sure was initiated by the bad guys because it made them easier to deal with, but I can't remember for sure if that was part of the storyline.
That actually was the Civil War comics, is what it was. Civil War arc of Avengers, I want to say. The Marvel Universe for sure. Where some of them decided to be pro-registration with Iron Man, some of them were anti-registration of superheroes with Captain America. And so, yeah, it was definitely a Civil War arc.
And who would have thought that Captain America would be the one to side against the government of the United States? And seriously? And Tony Stark would side with the government? I mean, where did they come up with that? That's totally against their personalities.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Captain America stands for truth, justice, liberty. And if you have to have registration, that's an infringement on liberty.
But he's a huge thing about loyalty, and Tony Stark really just doesn't care half the time. So it's interesting. It's not what you would initially think who would go with who. That's all.
I guess we have different perspectives on our Marvel characters.
Oh, there's a big surprise.
So, I definitely like the Civil War. It gives you a good playthrough, though, because you should at least play through the game twice when you own it.
Yeah, because otherwise you're missing half the storyline.
Well, plus, although the battles are the same, like you fight, is it Giant Man? I forget, but I know you fight Goliath as the other one, and so whichever side you pick, some of the enemies that you fight will be different, but they'll have the same moves, same patterns, stuff like that. So it's kind of a cop-out, but it does work, though, because the stories change depending on which side you choose.
Exactly. And if you're like me, I'm a storyline person. I play games for the storyline more than anything else. You want to play both storylines, at the very least.
And I don't think it's good for a third playthrough, although I know you had your feelings about that.
Yeah, I'd say I'd play it again, mostly because I don't remember half the storyline.
Well, we beat the game in about 12 hours, I want to say.
And that's with me doing Uber fails a lot.
Yeah, so it's long enough game where you get a good bang for your buck there. So I enjoyed that. I hate it when the games are too short. It's got good playing, good story. Graphics, actually, are something I had issues with. Because remember how they did that shiny stuff, and it was easy when you get that early Xbox, PlayStation shine, you'd lose your characters in bright environments and stuff.
Yeah, even the glowing circle on the floor doesn't help because everything's glowing! And you're getting shot at, and you're getting frozen or electrocuted, and it changes your circle, and it messes, and there's other circles running around, and I get confused enough easily, and yeah, I get lost a lot. If you ever see me running around in the corner of the screen, it's probably because I'm lost and can't find my character.
That's usually going to be Wolverine or Deadpool.
Pretty much usually Wolverine. Pretty consistently. Unless Wolverine died and then I'm one of the other 4 random characters.
They're not random. I selected them based on their abilities.
They're random to me.
So, yeah. Is it a right game for you? And gamer standpoint, what do you say? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Oh, I like it. And it has great benefit as far as watchability. It's interesting enough to watch, even if you're not playing.
So, from a non-gamer standpoint, you heard it here, guys. Wife approved. I liked it. I say it's a good game. I definitely recommend owning it. Obviously, I own it. But yeah, it's definitely a good game, and something people don't realize, but if you play different versions of it, specifically like the PlayStation 2 version, has some exclusive characters like Blade that aren't available in the PlayStation 3 or the Xbox 360 version. So, kind of neat that they did that.
We have PS3, right?
We've got all the PlayStations.
No, I mean that's the version we're playing.
Yeah, we're playing the PS3 version. So, yeah, pretty slick they did that. Morally speaking, what do you got here?
Cartoon violence, superhero, supervillain violence, poison, magic, psychic capabilities, and the whole gamut of everything in between.
And some dress issues, like with Deathstrike.
And mind control. So,
Yeah.
terroristic threats, anti-government stuff, pro-government stuff.
Yeah, true. True, some could find either of those offensive. Well, hey, it gives you a reason to choose one side over the other.
Yeah. It pretty much runs the gamut of anything that you'd find in a comic book.
Yep. Mild profanity, though. They do say damn, and like milder profanity like that. Nothing you wouldn't hear on TV.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, so definitely one we would play with the kids, have played with the kids.
Uh-huh, and our 3-year-old likes watching it too.
Yeah, so fun game. Recommended. Recommended?
Definitely.
So, hey, moralgamer here, moralgamer.com. Like, subscribe, comment, share. And are you excited for Civil War? I've actually read that they're planning, Disney's possibly planning to do Civil War as the next Avengers movie. So, leave your comments below, and we look forward to seeing you next time in our next review.
Like our state motto says, Excelsior.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
You don't look like the voting type.